Cue the intro.
We don't have one.
Hi, welcome to our design for the coffee competition. Here is the process flow diagram for our brew. It's way too much information to take in at once, so we'll break it down step by step. Each brew starts with the right coffee beans. We chose coffee beans from Guatemala because we found that they are the most prominent floral fragrance and honey taste.
Give us a thumbs up.
We roasted 125 grams of these beans in a Nesco roaster for 20 minutes to get a flavorful light roast. While the Air Crazy popcorn roaster used less energy than the Nesco roast, we found that it roasted beans too unevenly, compromising the quality of our brew.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
From the Nesco roaster, we obtained 105 grams of light roast beans, 1 gram of chaff, and 19 grams of VOCs. The total energy usage for the coffee we actually used was 0.077 kilowatt hours. 49 grams of roasted coffee beans then continued their journey into the grinder, exiting as ground coffee beans and a negligible mass of VOCs. Despite what our terrible videographer filmed, we actually chose a grind size of 35 because a coarse grind size is ideal for French presses. While the ground coffee was being prepared, we simultaneously heated up 1,000 grams of water in the water kettle to a whopping temperature of 99 degrees Celsius. We heated up the water in 4 batches, 3 batches of 300 grams and 1 batch of 100 grams. After multiple trials, we decided that a temperature of 99 degrees Celsius yielded a cup of coffee with desirable honey notes. The decision to use so much energy on heating water, 0.1 kilowatt hours, was a compromise for a high brew ratio of 22, which allowed us to save energy by using less coffee grounds. Lucky for us, the math worked out in our favor, and we do indeed save energy by using this process. Our coffee was also brewed in 4 batches, 3 batches with 300 grams of water and 13.6 grams of ground coffee, and 1 batch of 100 grams of water and 4.5 grams of ground coffee. The ground coffee and heated water were both put into a French press and left to extract for 4 minutes. For the sake of time efficiency, we brewed 2 batches of coffee at a time. After our extraction time, we applied a steady downward force on the plunger and were left with 925 grams of brewed coffee and 120 grams of wet coffee grounds. Our competition brew had a TDS of 0.94, and with a 925 gram brew and a 49 gram grounds, we had a 19% extraction. This is far from ideal range, but we believed we were near ideal range since this is a greater TDS than previous tests, and the TDS meters are not exactly accurate. The total energy used to produce our coffee was 0.177 kilowatt hours. Although our energy efficiency earned us 3rd place, the class evidently did not appreciate our 22 brew ratio, and we ended up scoring 2nd to last in terms of taste. Guess we had that coming as STEM majors, though. Upon reflection of our process and the resulting cup of glorified water we produced, there are definitely a few things we would have done differently. Firstly, we would lower our brew ratio to 18 by using more coffee grounds to get more distinct flavors in our brewed coffee. Secondly, we would begin brewing our coffee when there was only 10 to 15 minutes left in the competition. We began brewing our coffee way too early, and as a result, our coffee sat for a good 20 minutes, allowing time for an undesirable sour flavors to be extracted.